take some time to honor my father, Ronald Levon Mitchell, today, 17 years ago. If you don't know, or many don't know, or and most do know, but if you don't know, 17 years ago, my father was was his life was taken in a drunk driving accident, and it was of course it was devastating to my family and I. And today is the anniversary of his passing. So I just wanted to make this time to just to honor him and to celebrate his life today. And just also, I wanted to, as his son, I just want to say that I love him and I miss him very much. And I'm, I just wanted to, as I've been thinking and reflecting on him and reflecting on that day and reflecting on my life with him, with the memories I do remember, I always remember him as being such a support, such an awesome husband, such an awesome father. There was never a moment where, my father was never there for us as a family. He was always there. He was always there for the church. He was always there, serving God. He was faithful to God. And I just remember, he worked 3 jobs, man, 3 jobs. I tell this story to this day, and will continue to, because my dad was such a great example of what a hardworking person, a hardworking man is. He worked 3 jobs just to make sure that we had more than enough. To make sure that we were taken care of, comfortable, and at the same time extra comfortable. As a family. And I just want to just say, I can, I was like, man, I'm so grateful to have been blessed with such a father, such as himself. So I just wanted to also do this video just to speak to everyone out there, everyone that's watching, including myself. Just encourage you to continue to, and if you haven't been, to love every person, in your life, and even those that you even come across that you don't even know, love them, forgive those that you may be at odds with right now. You may hate somebody right now. You may be mad with someone right now. You may be mad with your spouse right now. You may be mad with your children. You may be mad with a pastor. You may be mad with a coworker. You may be mad at a boss, or you may be mad at anyone in your family, a friend. You may be mad at because they did something, but just thinking about what I've been through, losing my father. I honestly wouldn't pray, and I wouldn't even wish that upon anybody. And many out there know, and I pray strength and God's blessings of peace over those that have lost a loved one or lost someone in their life to death. And in my case, my father was killed by a drunk driver. And um, I, that day I remember we were living life as normal, and had no idea that that would happen, and I wouldn't want that to happen to anyone else, and it's not even just the fact of saying fear, living in fear. It's just more of like, man, in the now and each and every moment to cherish each moment that you have with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones, with those you surround yourself with. No matter what, make amends with those that you may be upset with right now, or make some time to sit down and say, you know what, it's not worth it, because it's not worth it. Nothing is worth it. Nothing is worth, no matter what it is. No matter why you may be upset at somebody, it's not worth it. No matter why, no matter what you may be going through, it's not worth stressing over. It's not worth, losing your sleep over, losing life over. It's not worth it. I'm like, we've been given this life by God, and it can be a long lasting fulfilled life if we choose to every day choose to love, choose to forgive, we choose to take care of each other, we choose to be kind to one another. It's time for that. If we haven't been doing it, let's get to it now. Starting now, let's start doing it now, because you know it's enough of hearing people and hearing stories of saying, man, when a person passes, I wish that I would have, or I wish I wouldn't have, treated them, treated them that I would have treated them better. Or I wish I would have had time to just tell them I apologize, or to tell them that, what, I do forgive you. It's enough of that. So let's end that today, to the point where, let's start making time. Set aside set aside time to be with your family, to sit with your spouse and just talk and laugh and have a good time, to love your children, laugh with your children, make them laugh, and or go do something good for someone, be, take someone out to lunch, just anything and everything to just live a fulfilled life. We're, these days we're stressing over too many things that's not worth it. Our life is not worth the stress. Our life is not worth the pain. Our life is not worth it. Your life is worth so much. And I just want to just encourage each and every one of you to embrace each and every person that's in your life and cherish them, appreciate them, show them that you appreciate them, show them that you love them. So that way, and it's like, man, I thank God that I don't have any regrets. When my father passed, I didn't have any regrets of the man. I wish I would have treated my father, but I didn't. I'm thank God that I'm so grateful to God that I don't have that. That man, I don't have any regrets because every moment that I had with my dad, I enjoyed it. I capitalized on it. I learned so much from him. I took the time and enjoyed the time. And I remember the last toys he bought me. On the day, it was the day that he passed. That night he passed, but that day we went shopping, and I remember asking my dad for these two toys. He bought it for me that I wanted. And I remember those moments. And that's the thing. When someone passes, we don't want to be reflecting, man, I didn't do this, I didn't do that, or I wish I would have did this. No, those moments won't be coming up if we choose to live each and every moment loving and caring and being good to each other, being kind to each other. Stop gossiping about each other. Stop, stop mistreating each other. When those things stop, and even if, and not, it's not even just the fact of expecting, a man, if someone did pass away, it's not about, that while they're alive and even as we continue to live, let's take time, let's appreciate each other, let's love one another, let's enjoy every moment. Don't rush any moment. Every moment you get with your family, your friends, your loved ones, your coworkers, your bosses, every moment, those are moments that you take time to enjoy. Don't let time, don't let the watch rush that family moment. Don't let the watch, don't let the clock rush the time that you have with those around you, to rush your mindset. Man, I gotta do this, I gotta do this. No, make that time to sit with one another, to love each other, and even if you have time to sit with just everything, and everything, and just thank God. Thank God for the ones you have with you. Thank God for those that are alive and well. If you have parents, if you have parents, treat them right, love them, honor them every day. Because imagine not having that mom, imagine not having that dad, and imagine not having both of them. Or an uncle, cousin, friend, whoever it is, and imagine your life without that person. That thought right there should make us treat them and love them so much more, because I can't imagine my life without you. I can't imagine my life without that person, man. We had to really take time to think about that, man. I do need to start spending more time with them. I do need to start spending more time with my kids. I do need to start spending more time, more quality time with my wife, my husband, my mom, my dad, my sisters, my brothers. I need to start treating them with much more respect than I have been. I do need to stop cussing out the people around me. I need to stop, getting so mad and upset about because this is not working out for me, or or whatever the case may be. It's like, man, we get mad over so many things. We get, we got to stop being selfish. We over things. We got to stop all these things, man, like having bad attitudes over things that don't matter. So I'm here to encourage you today as I reflect on my father's passing, that, make that time, love each other, love God, love each other, treat each other with respect, treat yourself with respect, and enjoy the rest of this beautiful Sunday. And I pray you all be blessed, and to those who have lost anyone in their life, I pray your heart be filled with God's peace right now, and that you feel the comfort of God over you right now, and to know that He loves you, and that God will strengthen you through each and every day that you are grieving for that person, each and every day that you're mourning, and each and every day you shed tears for that, and thinking and in the memories you have for that person. I prayed, and I know that God will comfort you, and and even thinking about that, man, it's like, man, there are people out there, that are missing someone and wishing they can have someone just tangible with them again, and they can't get that back. Let that be a thought for you as well, around to the next time you think about, mistreating someone or hating someone, or not forgiving someone. Think about that man, those all you would have is just a memory of that person. All you would have is pictures or videos of that person, but you can't have that person sitting next to you anymore. You won't have that person to talk to pick up the phone and call, or to text, or to Facebook, or to write on their walls and get a response back. That won't be no more if they weren't here anymore, or if they were to pass away, or something happened to them. So let that be a thought in your mind, to be like, man, I do need to start acting better. Do need to get my act right, and start, and if I am acting right, even if you're loving, and and you're still doing right to people, keep doing it. Then I encourage you to keep loving, keep encouraging people, keep hugging, keep showing love, and compassion towards everyone. And I want each and every one of you to know that are watching this video, I love you. And Dad, I celebrate your life. I honor you this day. Mom and Charmaine, I love you so much. And I am blessed to be your son, Mom. And I'm blessed to be your brother, Charmaine. And I'm so glad that we are a family. I'm so glad that God has pulled us through and strengthened us through all these 17 years, and how much He has allowed us to grow even closer to each other. And, I just want to just say I love you guys. And, everyone that's watching this video, be blessed. Enjoy the rest of your day with your family and friends and your loved ones. And continue it every day. Don't let it slip. Don't get complacent. Don't get comfortable, and let a day go by to where you don't call that person that you said you were going to call, or that you thought of calling. If you feel that if you sense you need to call someone, call them, text them, talk to them, love them. Make yourself go out of your way to go greet that person. I love you guys. Bye-bye.